We've all been concerned about social credit scores, CBDCs, digital IDs, social credit scores. And yet, in a way, the social credit score is already there. And it's a perversion of what has, in a way, in the past, kept our societies running. When, let's say 20 years ago, somebody started talking about intergenerational sex, which of course is their word for pedophilia, that person would have been censored by society because the society would recognize what you're talking about is extremely damaging to our society. But what they've done now is they've turned that around. And under DI and SOGI and the trans agenda and all of that, they said, well, these people are being marginalized and criticizing them is detrimental. And if you do that, it's not just that the regulatory bodies are going to come after you. A lot of society is going to censure you for saying those things. And so really, there's a social credit system in place already.
What I found, okay, so there's lots of big concepts here. That cued me off was looking at the Jordan Peterson case and the idea that one of his censored tweets was retweeting Pierre Poilievre's tweet. And I thought to myself, what should be more protected than your political speech? So if you have a pro-globalist position, then you can have political speech. But the political speech that is deemed dangerous is the pro-nation state. The more fatigued I am, the more difficult it is for me. And otherwise, this is how I think of dyslexia. Okay. I think of dyslexia as a storage device. It's how we store information. It has nothing to do with reading or writing. That's how people, put it together in terms of this is your problematic issue. You have dyslexia. You have difficulty reading or writing. I actually think it is a storage device. So reading rules, for instance, tell you go left to right, right? And that's just a rule. People with dyslexia don't apply rules. So it has how I store information doesn't have the same rules. It's not going to be stored with how people tell me to store it. It's not going to be stored how it's presented to me. A dyslexic person, and my theory is on this, is that they store information and see information and connect it in ways that the rest of the world doesn't, who aren't dyslexic necessarily. And so they'll see bright lights will flash in my head, sort of, and that's a metaphor. When concepts are being pulled together that are from a lot of different sources and that seem unconnected. So I think is a talent, it is a gift, and to the extent that people don't like where my commas are sometimes, and I paid for an editor, but no, I think it's a gift, and I think it's what makes me me, and I really don't think it was something that hurt this book. I think it probably hurt the eyes of my editor for a little bit. But I think it allows me to bring things together.